Hey, I'm Devin. I'm a senior in high school, 17 years old, go to American Canyon High School. Um, and this is kind of my college portfolio through video. You know, I'm doing this so you guys can get a visual and face on me, you know? I'll begin starting off with some of the interests that I have and aspirations that I wish to obtain later in life. Um, I always want to be an engineer. I knew this from when I was in elementary school. I was never the average kid. I always wanted to be smarter than everybody else. You know, my intellect was my talent. You know, so Christmas Day came around. I wasn't the one that wanted the latest toys or gadgets of some sort. I wasn't that kind of person. I did want money, but that wasn't important to me. My parents knew that, so they gave me this little science kit. I got this little science kit, doodled around with it. Had everything from the basic utensils, to little um, tubes, examining tubes. So I got the science kit. First thing I examined was my dog's food. Um, even got my bathrobe on, pretended it was a white robe, and pretend I was in the lab actually examining things about cure cancer or something. You know, but what I didn't know at the time was I was actually setting myself and expanding my capacity of analytical knowledge, analytical skills. That's what I was doing at such a young age, and I didn't even know it. So by then, I already knew I wanted to be an engineer. I already knew that I wanted to invent something new, you know. But when I knew I wanted to do a specific branch of engineering is the summer 2012 when I was going to be a ninth grader. My parents, first of all, first off, it was a very stressful moment of my life because, you know, going to ninth grade, I always thought being in high school was just like the movies. Didn't know I was gonna fall. Didn't know if I was gonna fall with the jocks. Didn't know I was gonna fall with the nerds. Didn't know I was gonna fall with the band geeks. I did play band at the time. I played the saxophone. So I was like, I was kind of nervous. Didn't know who I was going to talk to because my friend was moving out of state. My best friend was moving out of state, and that was difficult for me to handle. Um, but yeah, so my parents, to add on top of the pressure, cast me off to this summer program, the lead program for inspiring engineers. Of course, a young kid, not knowing nothing, I didn't want to go. To be honest, I didn't want to go. I thought my parents were just trying to get rid of me and trying to make my summer even worse, you know. But so I got there and I was completely closed off, I might say. Didn't know anybody, so I didn't care for anybody. Thought it was gonna be a waste of my time, so I was closed off, the one in the corner, not doing anything, not wanting to participate. First day. Second day came around, walked to this nice facility, solar panels outside, caught my eye, went inside. The technology kind of blew my mind just a little bit, because I've never seen a facility with such assets. Um, got to the lecture room, sat down, nice wooden desks, nice, and pedestal for the professor over to the side, two big white flash screens caught my eye. I liked it. I was already hooked in. I opened up just a little bit. I heard what the professor got to say, and he was speaking on the basics of computer engineering, software, programming, computer language, anything from Python to JavaScript to C++ to C++. I learned everything at such a young age, and he started explaining the traits and the aspects and the ways of how to create a game. He said how specific the code has to be. It has to be arranged in a certain way. If that way is not arranged right, or if there's an error, it messes up the whole program. And the thing about software is there's no word check, there's no grammatical check because it's software. It's the basis of the computer, you know. So it cannot check that. You have to. It's a computer language. You have to have that second knowledge in your head. The second language in your head. It's just like English. Computer language is a language, and you have to understand it to know and to build what you want to build. And that's always been interesting to me. So the rest of the program went on, and I had a great time. I had great friends, programmed great programs. We actually programmed the Snake game, which you find on Nokia phones. We programmed that and add our own little qualities to the mix, add two snakes going at the same time, multiplayer mode, add some color to it. It was a pretty cool adventure, and this was all within a group. We collaborated together and made the snake game, programmed the snake game together. After this program, opened my mind up, I loved it, so I went on other programs the next summers, same lead program I went on, and then the next year, but instead of last year, the year before that, I went to Virginia Tech. This was my first year, and then the second year I went to, I'm sorry, not Virginia Tech, University of Virginia, and then the second year I went to Caltech, Pasadena, and then my third year I went to SEI, San Francisco State University. Over in my neighborhood, I live in American Canyon. San Francisco is about an hour's away. Went there for 3 weeks and studied mechanical and electrical engineering. I thought those two branches were very interesting, but I didn't think that's what I wanted to, follow for my career. I didn't think that was for me. That was a fit for me. But I did have a great time there too. I did get a certificate for programming a robot. It was a part of electrical engineering. We built the robot and we made a program for it. The program that me and my partner made is that the robot would respond to certain sounds, which was a snap. We snapped, and the program would move from A to B at a certain place. I snapped a little bit to the right, the robot would turn right. I snapped a little bit to the left, the robot would turn left. It was a great experience, It was fun, actually, It took some time to make the program, but it was fun actually seeing the result of what we imagined come to reality, to life. And it was pretty cool, and that's what interests me the most about computer engineering. I always want to be somebody successful, and I felt that to be successful, you got to learn the basis of something that is relevant to the modern day protocol, and so I thought that thing was technology, which brought me in to software. Software is the basis of all technology, of Apple, of Intel, of Google. It's all based on some kind of software. And if you learn that software and you have a good understanding of that software, you can do anything to manipulate that software and to make anything you want. And that just blew my mind, knowing this second language, just being like in English, being so fluent in that language, I can create anything I want to create, in a technology base. And but that's just not only what I want to do. I want to create something that influences everybody. That is a part of your everyday life. To your cell phone, to research, to anything, maybe making researching easier, more accessible. Just anything. I want to be the next Steve Jobs. I want to be the next Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. That's what I'm inspired to be, and I do have the drive to do so. I knew this from the beginning. My parents call me a perfectionist, and I will agree. I want something to be done a certain way, And if it's not, um, it just, for me, it's not up to par. I want it done a certain way because I believe in my head that if it's done a certain way, it has certain capacities. If it's not done a certain way, the capacities are are minimized. So, um, but yeah, this is me, and this is who I want to be. I also have some, extracurricular activities I've done. Uh, During last year, I did, you know, get a job. On top of the job, I had basketball. On top of the basketball, I had a load of schoolwork, taking 2 AP classes and three other, four other critical classes that I was taking, besides, physical weight training, But I got that job so I can get my first car. Got my first car. I named it Old Ruby. That's my love. I love that car, and I really strive for that car because I really want that car. I was really into the strive that I have, the drive that I have. Some other extracurricular activities that I have is working. I had a job on top of schoolwork, on top of basketball, and managed my time well. And through the struggle, I strived to get my first car. I called it Old Ruby. That's my first love. I love that car. And I kind of taps into me actually wanting to do something, actually wanting to strive to get something. I At that point, I knew that if I really want something, that I will go to do it. I really need somebody to. I do. Everybody needs somebody to push them, but it's all up to yourself at the end of the day. And that really, after getting that car, I really spoke knowledge into who I really am. On top of the whole shebang, I did keep a decent grade point average of 3.6 throughout the year, and did my junior year with 3.6. I'm very happy about that because I really worked hard for that GPA. And yeah, so that's just a little background of me, who I want to be, personalities that I have, the qualities that I have, and I hope it's suitable for your guys' program. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I hope to see you guys later. So you guys have a good day. And yeah, thank you.